Here we have highlighted the dollar-yen pair, and you'll notice that we have the complete and emerging patterns. Just a quick reminder for those of you that may not already know, the complete patterns are those patterns that have a pattern that has been broken. Prices have pierced the boundaries of the support and resistance of whatever the formation might be. So in this case, you can see we have a 60-minute continuation falling wedge. These are the boundaries. The green line is the downtrend line resistance, while this blue line is the downtrend line support. This falling wedge is occurring in a quite strong initial trend, which suggests that there's a strong trend, in this case a downtrend, on the 60-minute chart. Now, once prices have broken through, as you can see right here, about 4 candles ago, prices broke through the downtrend line resistance. You'll see that with this break of the downtrend line resistance, now the upward momentum is carrying prices higher, which is at the heart of the way chart patterns are traded. And it's carrying them higher towards this gray shaded area. Now, this is something unique only to complete patterns. Once a pattern is broken, this forecast area is plotted, and you'll be able to find the pricing of that area on the right-hand side of the window alert. If you scroll down to the bottom, and you can see here this forecast area begins at 90.68 and extends up to 90.87. So keeping in mind that this forecast is basically resistance. Remember, this is essentially resistance, because as we broke through the resistance of the downtrend line of the falling wedge and head up higher, a forecast could also be thought of as your target. In this case, this upside target is where you might consider exiting the market as prices move in your favor. Now you'll notice it's not just one level, it's an area. Prices don't necessarily turn on a dime. There are certain areas that are more likely to do so, like psychological areas, and you'll notice there's a 9100 major psychological number just overhead. This forecast area shows that this area here is likely to be where the upward momentum will slow. Very importantly, though, in this case, prices have exceeded the area completely and are heading up towards 91. Now, prices may very well have enough momentum on the dollar-yen 60-minute time frame to keep accelerating up through even the major psychological number. We don't know that. That's the issue, right? We don't know where prices are eventually going to reverse. We just know likely areas. Well, this is when you can utilize this forecast area in a very traditional support and resistance manner, where what was once resistance now becomes support. And essentially, if you'd like to use this area now for any remaining open long positions in the dollar-yen, you can utilize this as a trailing stop. Because if this was once resistance, we're expecting that this would now possibly be support. The support will extend then from 90.87 down to 90.68. Any area within this can be where you determine that you no longer want to hold that long position. I would recommend that you use the top of this area. The reason being is, looking at the past price action, notice this second candle back. The wick actually was pretty much right at the top of the forecast area, which shows that this was probably the strongest level of this entire gray shaded area. When we broke into this area, prices went much higher. They wicked, and left a high right at the edge, the upper edge of the forecast area. I believe this will be the best look at now coming back down supports. I would utilize that 90.87 area as a trailing stop. Why give back so much of your hard-earned profit when actually you can probably find another pattern on another time frame that'll allow you to capitalize on any movement further higher, further up through the 9100 level. So these forecast areas can be used as initial targets, and then in this case you can see transitioning into a trailing stop.